Hello and welcome to another case review here from Rickety's Productions. My name is Ricky, and today we got a couple more Poetic cases. They were nice enough again to send us a couple cases to check out so you guys can see what options they have. Now this one's obviously for the Galaxy S8, as you see from the title on the screenshot. Not the screenshot, the other thing. Anyways, they sent us three different options, and it's kind of more rugged to like more, thinner options. I'm going to start off with the one that's kind of the more rugged one. So this one's actually technically called the rugged one. So this is the one that kind of more OtterBoxy type of case. So if you're like looking for a lot of protection, this is probably the one you're going to want to go for. It even has like the screw thing. This one, while being rugged, doesn't add a lot of thickness, as you can see here. Yeah, there you go. It doesn't add too much thickness, so you still get quite a bit of like, bounce there. And when I take off the case, you'll actually kind of see that it like sits not fully against the case, and there's actually a little bit of space there, so you do have a little bit of, little bounce there. So yeah, it's got kind of your hard texture / rubber type of situation going on here. Honestly, in terms of looks, it's just black, but it reminds me of what like a S8 Active would look like, most likely. So if you're a big fan of those designs, you'll probably like these ones. As well, the buttons are pretty clicky, not as clicky as I would like them to be, but they still get the job done. And they're still pretty clicky, just not as clicky, if you know what I'm saying. You still get all your port outs, cutouts for everything. The one problem I have is actually on the charger and the headphone jack port. They're hard to get down and stay down. When I was first pulling this case off, like there were like cushion in there. So now it's a little bit easier. Dang, you can see I'm having troubles already. It's a little bit easier now that I've pulled them down before. But they are a little bit, because it's just got like this little tab. That's the only problem I really found with this case particularly. And yeah, it's just like you have to kind of, it has to like get a little loose, I guess, for you to be able to get those quickly. But at that point, it's like, why are they even there, And they don't really secure back, but yeah, it's not my favorite design, but I understand why it's there. It's just kind of hard to get out sometimes. Yeah. But yeah, let me go ahead and take this off. Oh yeah, one other thing. When you're putting it on, you might have like these little like sections right here where it's just complete like off. You can pull that and then push it in, and that's how you'll get those sealed. It's supposed to go like fully onto it. So if you do get this case, just keep that in mind, because I had it like not fully on there for a while. It basically looked like this, and I was like, oh, I guess that's how it goes, but it doesn't actually. It does fold over for the full thing to fully secure it in place. So yeah, it's two pieces. It has your front plate and then your back plate. And like I was mentioning here, as you can see, there's space in between the case and the actual phone itself. So this will basically be a barrier between that and the actual outside of the case. And the outside of the case will be the barrier towards the floor, I guess. So yeah, that's your thick one. That's your rugged one. Yeah, there you go. And then we also have your Poetic. This is just going to be like your slim case. Yeah, it's a slim fit case. So this one's clear on the back, and then you got your rubber texture on the side, so it kind of gives you a better grip. The only thing, because it's clear, you just want to make sure your phone is clean before you throw your phone in there. So watch out for your fingerprints. Get a microfiber cloth. Don't just wipe it on your pants. And then you boom, bada bing, bada boom. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there you go. And as you can see, this one looks pretty good. There you go. Sorry, I have a lot of dust on this one. And then, yeah, you just basically have your grips right there. It kind of gives a little bit of grip on the floor, on the back, just because it's not touching just the pure glass itself. And then, you kind of have like an extra addition of rubber at the top and at the bottom corners. So for drops like that, obviously, that's what that's protecting. But this one, just straight solid view towards your headphone jack and your that button, the USB-C. This one, very clicky in terms of buttons. I actually really like the clickiness and the responsiveness that this one has. That's probably one of my more favorite ones in terms of clickiness. But yeah, if you like have like the orchid gray and you really want to show that off, this is a really good option just because you got a clear back. And you still get to keep the black. They have a couple other colors, I believe, as well. Yeah, and they have a couple other colors at this one. They have like a blue, a light blue one. They have like a white one. So if you do want to match it up with something else, they definitely have that option. And this one's just kind of like a slip-on case, so I like that one, just a little more thinner. This one's the one I've actually been using the most. This one's the Poetic, I believe it's just called Carbon. Yeah, Poetic Carbon Shield. Slim fit. So this is your thinnest option, and if you've been with my channel for a while, you'll know that I really like thin cases. So this is obviously my favorite one. It's the thinnest of them, so it's like it doesn't add barely any girth. Like, I honestly doesn't anything that I would actually like complain about or take it off because it is girthy. So that's what I really like about this case. You still get the clickiness since there's not too much between there on each of buttons, and very open ports for your speaker, for your USB-C, and your headphone jack. Just a really thin one. You get a really nice kind of like carbon fiber design on the back here, and then you can kind of tell they all kind of take like the same design where they have like that side that like is like got stuff on it. Personally, this is like my favorite case of theirs, just because I like the thinness. And then one last thing I want to say, just with all the cases, they all help you find the fingerprint sensor a lot quicker. Because that thing is in the worst location of my life, and it's just really hard to find. I still have trouble with that phone itself. It's not the cases, but I just have trouble like defining between each. But I personally just like this case a lot. I like the design they have right here. I like the carbon, and I like it being thin, which is my big thing with cases. I'll have a case, but it just has to be a little bit thin. So this will protect your phone a bit, and definitely from scratches or anything like that on the back. But yeah, let me know which case is your guys' favorite. So you get the rugged, you have the slim fit one, the shield, yeah, the slim fit, and this one's the carbon slim fit with a K, not the C. So they all have that little P on there except for this one. This one just says Poetic, which I actually really like their logo. It's a little bit smooth. I drag my finger against it. Anyways, let me know if you guys have any questions about the cases at all. Just leave those in the comment section. Make sure to like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to see more. Catch you in the next one.